Pope Francis's trip to Mexico will include a tour of some of the most violent, poverty-stricken places in the Americas. He brings a message of hope and solidarity, a message the Vatican hopes will also resonate north of the border. EWTN's Susie Pinto reports from Mexico City.
Mexico City is a bustling metropolis with over 20 million inhabitants. Final preparations are underway in the city to receive Pope Francis. Pedro Gomez is a street cleaner.
Para fortalecer la fe católica de México y como Papa Latino.
He says Francis, the first Latin American pope, will strengthen the faithful. Mexico has the globe's second largest number of Catholics, with over 80% of Mexicans identifying as such. In recent years, drug-related violence and migration have plagued the nation. Many blame politicians, but historian Jorge Trasloceros says it's up to Mexicans to change their nation's course.
We're very tired of a cultural crisis that have a name, corruption, and a last name, violence. Pope Francis is telling us, and very clearly message, the Virgen de Guadalupe is telling you, don't be afraid. Transform Mexico. I'm here, I'm your mother, don't be afraid.
For Gabi Obregon, the key to transforming Mexico is transmitting the faith to her 4 children.
The kids are really excited. They are getting really conscious that he's a really important person for us Catholics, and he's the leader of our church. He's like coming to show us that we have to do something.
Our executive producer, Susie Pinto, joins us now from the Basilica of Our Lady of Guadalupe in Mexico City. Susie, it is so great to see you. Now, this is Pope Francis's first stop. It's not surprising, is it?
No, Lauren, it's not. Pope Francis says his deepest desire for this trip is to pray before Our Lady of Guadalupe. He will be doing just that tomorrow evening. He'll be saying Mass. Millions are expected to come. Now, this shrine, which you see behind me, is built near the site where Our Lady appeared to St. Juan Diego in 1531, over 500 years ago. And today in Mexico City, it's known as La Villa.
Such a rich Catholic history in Mexico. You mentioned 1 million people could be there. Can you feel the excitement?
Absolutely, Lauren. The excitement is building. Mexicans are so happy to welcome Pope Francis. The roads are closed, security is very tight, and we feel that there's a great amount of affection for Pope Francis. Of course, Pope Francis is the first Latin American pope, so he'll be speaking to them in their native Spanish, and they really feel a connection with this Holy Father.
Now, what else is on the Pope's schedule? Where's he headed after this?
The Pope has a packed schedule here in Mexico. After Mexico City, he's going to head to a city north of Mexico City. He will be saying a Mass there on Sunday. And then after that, he's going to be going to the region of Chiapas near the border with Guatemala. That is home to many of Mexico's indigenous population and also a very poor area. After that, the Pope will be coming back up to Morelia, and that's a region that has been hit by a lot of drug-related crime and violence. And of course, the Pope is going to end his trip near the U.S.-Mexico border in Ciudad Juarez. He'll be saying a Mass there on Wednesday, and he's also going to be going to the border and praying. And that's a great gesture of solidarity with migrants, and the Pope and the Vatican hope that that message resonates north of the border in the United States.
Okay, Susie, well, we hope you stay safe. We look forward to all of your reports next week from Mexico. Susie Pinto, our executive producer in Mexico.